Yo, welcome
Yo.
back to another week, another segment of Express Yourself.
Express yourself.
Either
My boy. Yo. Mac.
G Butters.
G Butters, man. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully everybody been enjoying themselves, man. I think last week we talked about death. You know what I'm saying? How to respond to death and shit like that, man. Really good segment. Check it out if you haven't already. Today I kind of want to talk about responding just responding period. Like, do you feel everything is worth responding to? Like, okay, um and to even dive a little bit deeper, how do you yeah, okay, let's start with that. Do you think everything's worth responding to? Yes or no? Like that, everything worth responding to?
Uh,
Every situation, every comment, everything, is it worth responding?
nah.
Okay.
I feel like there's certain things depending on the situation, the scenario, or the perspective of things. Um, there's some things you could respond to, and there's things that are worth responding to, and there's
Yeah.
things where it's just like it's not even worth to responding. Take time and effort and out of your day, to respond.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, overall, is everything worth responding? Nah, I don't think so. Like, I don't. I'm the type of person where I don't let certain shit influence because I know the person I am, the individual I am. I know I know who I am. I know who's the people around me. I know what I let get to me because that's
Hmm.
what people, that's where a lot of people fuck up and they, that's how they get them to respond because they know where to jab at you,
Yeah.
where it gets you to respond.
Mhm.
So it's just like me. I know
True.
myself. My true to myself. I know my people around me. So it's like it's gonna take a lot for you to get me to respond over something stupid or petty. So overall, nah, I don't respond to everything.
Okay. I feel that.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm similar, bro. I don't respond to a lot, bro. Negative words, even if, like, let's be on some real shit. If motherfucker called me a bitch, oh, I don't respond, bro. I don't care because, I mean, first of all, it's knowledge of self awareness. You know what I'm saying? Self worth. You know who you are.
Yeah,
When you really know who you are, I feel like you
exactly.
don't have no reason to respond to shit like that.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Um, so words definitely not. I'm
yeah,
gonna say that words for sure not. Actions even. I can say this honestly. I don't believe in violence and shit like that. So, like, fighting and shit like that, I feel like there's always ways, which obviously is my brand, but, like, there's always ways to, like, resolve any issue. You know what I'm saying? Even without fighting and violence. You know what I'm saying? So, like, um, even if a motherfucker, like, hit me or something like that, like, I've took punches in my life, G. I'm a bigger person than that. Like, I'm gonna walk away. I don't think it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I think that motherfuckers are scary nowadays, way more scarier than they've ever been. People pull guns out for the smallest of arguments,
yeah,
the most smallest of situations. And I know for sure that it ain't worth losing my life over most of the things that people argue about because I don't argue.
right.
And that's why it's like, yeah, of course not. I don't either. I don't believe everything's worth responding to because I'm not going to argue with you.
Exactly.
If I feel a certain way, I'm going to say it, right? If you feel a certain way, I mean, I expect that you're gonna say how you feel, right?
Yeah,
But, like, me, like, that whole famous saying, like, agree to disagree. I use that. I really do. I believe that you should really learn to agree to disagree. Like, we're not gonna agree on everything, and it don't matter. It's not that he's right or I'm right, or that he's wrong or I'm wrong. I just don't think it's just we just have two different perspectives. Kendrick Lamar
right.
talked about that a lot in his last album. Life is about perspectives. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that. I think it's just a perspective thing. So these are my perspectives. I don't believe everything is worth responding to. I think another question I was going to lean to too is it's a segue, and not like not like it's off topic or anything, but, like, uh subtopic is every feeling you experience worth responding to. And now, feeling, saying you might have right away dove into, like, a negative feeling, but no, it could be even happy, feeling. Like, you be a really joyful feeling. Do you feel like you need to respond to those? Do you feel like I said, intense feeling, like, man, You know what I'm saying? Not that you try to be like this. Like the thing about a feeling, and let me just say this, and I learned this, and if you're not aware of this, this might be some cool insight. Feelings are not always controllable. Most of the time, they're not controllable. How you respond to your feeling is what I think is controllable, right? So like after you get that feeling, like then what you do, that's in your control. That can be if you know this. If you know this tip in life, this life hack, you know that you can that the response, what you do, is in your control. Once you learn that, but the feeling itself, I don't feel like that's always in our control. Like we just naturally get feeling for stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You've ever felt for somebody that you know what I'm saying you've never thought you would fall from, but you fall for somebody, or you know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of unexpected feelings are so unexpected. Some of them are predictable, like somebody dies. You know what I'm saying? Let's just saying from last week, somebody dies. It's sometimes it's expected you to be sad, but some people don't do it right, get it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I lost my grandma, I didn't feel that shit for a few years, and then it hit me like a fucking tornado. Like damn, oh my god, I lost my grandma. I really can't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like so, everything is different. Like so, I think I'm just curious. Like so, how do you feel about that? Like it feelings responding to every feeling or feelings you get, and how do you know what to respond to?
Like me myself, like when I've always gone off of this saying, I forget who said it, but
Mm.
well, it's not a saying, it's just something they said. So it was just like 9 out of 10 times, the emotions or feelings you're having
Mm-hmm.
is momentarily. It's never the
Oh,
outcast
real
of the
shit.
situation. So it's like if you're feeling sad,
Yeah.
it's at that moment. So if someone comes and asks you something, or nah, forget sad. Let's say you're mad about something, something didn't go your
Like
way,
that.
and someone comes up to you, and you take out your anger on that person.
Mm-hmm.
You let your feelings get the best of you because couldn't, you didn't learn or know how to control the difference between that moment of that feeling and how it's going to affect your future or your outcome of that situation. Because
There we
now
go.
you're involved in somebody else's feelings. Because now they were coming all giddy and happy, trying to tell you something or just trying to inform you something, being communicative, and just your bad being affected them. Because now you could be like, no, well, I don't care, this, and this, and now you're making them feel away like, damn, I was just trying to like express myself or let them know, communicate something to them, and it's like now you're making them have a different perspective because like when I'm trying to do good and be communicative, the other person is taking it wrong. So now you're giving them a bad experience, and now you're making them think like, was I right? Was I wrong? So as far as me, like I've been practicing that because I'm not gonna stunt. Like nobody's perfect. Um, Over the years, I've gotten better, but I want to say when I was like in middle school, that's when I moved from Chicago to here to Indiana. You know, we all reached like a state of like overthinking, a little bit
Yeah.
of depression,
Yeah.
all that. So it's just like when I first moved, it's like I had nobody. Like
I remember that.
I have no family. There's like I got no family over here. I didn't have friends. Like I didn't have people to like connect with. Like yeah, sports. Like guys always connect in sports and stuff. But it's just
Yeah.
like I played in soccer over there, and when I moved here, it's like I ain't know nobody here. And then the way they play soccer here is totally different from how they play over there. So it's just
Mm.
like I would respond so negatively because it's like
Mm.
I was in my thoughts of like, no, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. So every time someone did try to get close to me or something, or just express themselves like in a way trying to help me out or something, I reacted and responded negatively. So it's been a work in progress. So now it's just like I take others' perspective into consideration before, or if I'm not feeling it, like I express that now. Like I
Yeah.
communicate that so much better than what I used to back then. Like now it's like, is there something that is bothering me, or is I'm not just in the mood, or I just don't want to answer. So I won't affect the other person. I'll tell them like, yo, like let me hit you back later, or I got no comments right now, bro. Like I'm just not in the mood. And now they can't feel the way or anything because like I'm letting them know, like I'm communicating that. So that's something you guys could work on too, and that's something I've worked on. But overall, ever since I heard that saying, where it's just like, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Um, I don't respond to everything emotionally or anything because it's like I learned to control my emotions and I learned to control my state of mind because
Yeah.
your emotions like I said, your emotions get the best of you, and every time you react off emotion, is never the right thing because then when you have a clear head and you look back at how you reacted, you'll be like, damn, I really did like wild out when I shouldn't have, or why did I do that, or like, or you feel the type of way because you responded to that person that way,
Yeah.
because you leashed out like all crazy.
Yeah.
So like I said, I be having stints like where it comes and I do react like that, but it's just
Right,
like I
right, right.
said,
I think it's
it's
natural, right?
it's a work in
Yeah, yeah. It's a
progress,
work in progress. I think that's actually. I feel like it's a life. It's just a nonstop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Effort. You got to always just. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, not just that, but
You don't always know
we're
what you're gonna get
human.
feelings for.
There's things where it's just like wrong place, wrong time, and this is
Yeah.
shit gets to
Forced to
you.
react to shit.
Yeah.
I think that's for sure.
So
I
yeah,
think that's another thing. Like sometimes you're forced to react to shit, but I think my fault. I hope I didn't cut you
no,
off
you
there.
didn't.
I think most important. I think because I feel like yeah, no, every feeling is not worth responding to. I love that. I love that quote you said. Um, I'm a logic type of person,
Right.
right? Everything's gotta be like most of the time it's gotta be logical. But on some really fucking real shit, I came across this video last week. Um, that really kind of blew my mind, and I'm gonna say I had some like I really just understood it the way he explained it, right?
Mhm.
Um, some emotions and some feelings there is no logic, and logic's not important about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you felt a certain way about something, right? Like intensely, a very intense emotion, like sadness about something, right?
Yeah, right.
And I was like, man, that shit don't make no damn sense. Now how the fuck? Oh, it's not that serious.
Mhm.
But logic, it don't always have to be logical. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I also challenge that perspective with this though. I have a counter perspective with that. So I agree with that, right? I do feel like because I do feel everybody's feelings do matter, right?
Yeah.
So now this is for whoever has that intense feeling, right? Whether it be sadness, intense madness, ready to rage. You know what I'm saying? Um, I think what's important is because I still do think that logic does matter. So I think if it's for self, I think depending on what that emotion or that feeling is having you do, if it's more of a negative responses, you're giving more negative responses out because of this intense feeling. I think that has to be a moment of self reflection. Like you have to be
Yeah.
like, is this worth me keep feeling this way? Like,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, you're really the only one that can like, yeah, the feeling is there, right?
Right.
Like I said, you can't like, but you can choose how to respond to that feeling. You can respond to that feeling. You can. I really do believe that. I think there's power. Everybody has that power to be able to respond. Just some people know how to do it more, and some people practice it more. Um, and I just believe the ones that don't, I just feel like they just don't know about it, or they just they lack the knowledge to understand that. Oh, okay, just 'cause I feel like this, I don't have to react to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so yeah, like, cause I feel him, but I feel like most people, bro, most people that respond to feelings, especially negative emotions. I don't want to call them negative, but like emotions that make you do something negative or harm somebody or whatever. Bro, most of the time people regret that shit. I literally know people that killed motherfuckers like they regret it. Like it was a feeling. Like
Yeah.
it was just like, and the feeling could have been like not wanting to feel like you being bitched, not wanting to feel, you know what I mean? Like not wanting to feel like you feeling like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're getting your masculinity taken from you, feeling like somebody's testing you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's a feeling at the end of the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can choose whether to make that a reality or not. You know what I'm saying? You letting people around you pressure you into that, intensifying that feeling. Like, I want to feel, like I said, you call me a bitch, I don't give a fuck if everybody around. I'll laugh at you. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's a
Right.
word. You know what I'm saying? You push me, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I can walk away. I can take a hit to the jaw. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I really truly believe, number one, it's always about the bigger picture, bro. Like Lil Baby has said, with that song, the bigger picture. That's really what it's always gonna come down to me. That's why I say that logic is always gonna overpower. To me, logic is always gonna overpower my feelings.
Yeah.
I think it's important to live your feelings out, but depending on if it's all causing harm or not to you or to others. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to be self-aware of those moments, man. And you just have to be like, yo, maybe this ain't worth it. Let me go ahead and just let this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Or let me move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's no good results. There's just no good results. If I respond every time I don't like a nigga, I want to punch him. Now I'm wondering why. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, if every time I got mad, I wanted to punch somebody, and I actually did. Like I said, I get the feeling, man, I got the urge, man. Boom, when I hit somebody, they can either fight me back, right? Hold on. Some people don't fight back. Some people go to that trunk or go and they retaliate. No, they're coming back. They might go grab family, come back and do this, jump you, whatever. Man, you could really lose your life for shit like this. And then hold on, that's your physical life, and motherfucker take you off this earth. Yeah, I think that's the worst. But like, bro, and what about this? You hit somebody, bro, just because you felt like it, because you was offended or whatever, because they called you something, and bro, now you can lose your life to the system and go get locked up. That's what I said about the bigger picture. Then all your responsibilities that you were taking care of or anything that you were responsible for, you have no control over no more. Somebody else, that's going to become somebody else's responsibility. Yeah. That kid, if you have a kid, that kid going to become somebody else's responsibility. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's I think it's always, to me, the answer is always going to be, so to the first point is like, you know what I'm saying? Should you respond to every feeling or emotion? No. And how do you know which ones to respond to? By really just like being logical, by just being like, man, what's the bigger picture, and what am I trying to execute when I respond to this? Right. What am I executing? What am I executing? Is it by the way, shouts to Dr. Neely Fuller. Love that dude. I gotta put you on him, but he says number one question he always asks in every situation is it constructive or destructive? And I ask myself this every single time, bro. Any feeling I get, especially them intense ones, is this gonna be when I respond to this, will it be constructive or destructive? And if it's destructive, bro, I try. Like I said, I do make mistakes, but I'm really knowledgeable. I got so much self awareness that the moment I make my mistakes, I'm aware of it. I really am. I'm very aware of that. The moment I make my mistakes, I'm like, nah, yep. I'm gonna do my best to not. I'm gonna always keep replaying that scenario in my head, and so I can figure out what's the best way, what I should have did, and making sure that next time I do that, because life is gonna test you again, that I pass that test next time. I'm not gonna do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that was destructive. Yeah. There was nothing good that came out of that. Nobody benefited from that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it just caused damage.
Yeah, I mean, to add to that, like how we was just talking about everything, it's just like at the end of the day, it all comes down to two, like, you know yourself as a person. No one knows you better than yourself.
That's right.
So about responding to like the emotions or being able to respond to everything, like know yourself, know your worth. It's like
that's true.
Take time to look back and self reflect on yourself. Be like, what am I gonna get out of this? Or am I gonna waste my time? Like how we were saying beneficiary stuff, like does it benefit you or does it benefit you? It's not like about being selfish or not, but it's just like in a way, look at our last video about selfishness, but in a way you gotta look at it like you gotta be selfish in certain scenarios about responding to people, because it's like if you respond like how he's saying, look at the bigger picture. Where is it by you responding? Where is it gonna take you? Is it gonna lead you to flowers and roses, or is it gonna lead you to like garbage and shit?
Cause and effect, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause and effect, bro.
So at the end of the day, it's like how Big Sean said, bro. Like there was a song, I forget what song exactly at the end though, but his dad was like in a voice memo recording where his dad was like, "Life is a learning process."
I know that. I know what you're talking about. I love that shit. I swear to man.
So love that shit. When you got to look at it like just responding, like life is a learning process, like how he was saying. Like what was it saying? Constructive.
Well, just every time you come to a situation, or you know what I'm saying, you're about to make a decision off of your feelings, especially the ones that you could feel like you're about to do something bad, or I mean, okay. Anytime you get a feeling, ask yourself: is it constructive? Does something good come out of it, or is it destructive, where it's more negative and bad things are gonna happen with me responding the way I want to respond right now.
And that's where that saying of like life is a learning process comes in. It's like how he was saying, if he makes that mistake, you gotta own it, own that mistake. So next time it comes around, you you know what to do and what to say and how to control your emotions next time.
Yeah.
Because like how he says, life has its ways of coming back to showing you like, all right,
Yeah, I do believe that,
you know
bro.
what
I
I'm
do.
saying?
I believe it
Like
comes back and retests you, bro.
here it is again. Like what you how you gonna act now? You know what I'm saying? So to like add to that, it's just like self reflect first. Like what you gonna do? Like is it gonna benefit you? Is it not gonna benefit you? Is it worth responding? Not worth responding? And not just that, but you know, mental health is always a big topic. Like sit back and think. Like reflect it. Like
Mm.
you're your own person. You know yourself better than anyone. Like look at it, and if it's not gonna help you, then don't don't respond. Just let it be. Stay true to yourself. You know who
Yeah,
you are. You know, don't let someone saying something make you do something you know you're not gonna do or you shouldn't be doing.
shouldn't be doing right. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
Like the people around you, like how he's saying, like the people around you know how you are, you know, and how I'm saying they know exactly who you are and a little bit who you are, but only you know your true self. So if even people look at you sideways, like, damn, like, why'd you react to that? Then that means by you reacting, you reacted emotionally, not self aware. Because the people around you that really fuck with you, they'd be shocked that you responded to something. Because it's like if I ever see him, like if we're hooping or something, and I see him respond in a way that I've never seen him respond, I'd be shocked. I'd be like, damn, why'd you respond that way? Like you know, like
Yeah.
because I know him and I know he wouldn't do stuff like that. But like how we say, sometimes emotions get the best of us,
There
and
you
we
go.
do
They
we
do.
do
It really emotions do get the best of you
and we do certain
sometimes.
things that you wouldn't do in a clear mind or reflecting on it, like you know. And that's what we're saying, like you know, go back and just reflect on it. And if you have no answers, what I've been doing, like I said, because how he said he didn't fuck up, I fuck up. I'm not perfect, but
Fuck
when
perfection.
when I'm in the
Fuck
moment and I
perfection.
know I'm like pissed or I'm just mad or I just want to like explode, and I that ass don't want to talk, like I'll tell you, bro, like right now ain't the time, like, or I'm just
Yeah.
not feeling it, because you'd be surprised how that affects people by the way you respond. Like I said, bro, like he could be all happy and get like trying to get me to say something. I mean, to tell me something, and I'd be like, nah, bro, and I'd be mad, and
Mm.
now he's gonna be like, well, damn, what the fuck's wrong with you, type shit, you
Yo,
know?
real talk. Yeah, cause yeah,
So,
then we start
so
responding to
now
each
we
other.
start responding to each other, and
Yeah.
not just that, but when you're doing shit emotionally, because now I'm responding, but I'm responding because now he's making a conversation out of it because he's generally trying to see like what's wrong, and I'm responding emotionally. I might say some shit that I might regret, or I might say
Ain't
some
none of your
shit that,
fucking business. Or
yeah,
man say, man, fuck you. Or
you
all
know,
types. Yeah, yeah, real
yeah, and
shit.
then that affects him, you know, because now
Like,
he's gonna be
damn, I
like,
thought we
damn,
fuck with that. I thought you was my bro.
yeah,
Damn, Nick, damn. But I'm too mature that even if it did, I would literally know. Like it's really all of us I know too. Even my ones that are less in tune with their reactions.
right,
I forgive them right away. I be knowing it's an emotion. I'm really aware of
right,
shit, so I don't even get mad
yeah,
because I be knowing it's an emotion. Like
and that's
I'm
what I'm
like, you
trying to
just
get
mad
to.
right now.
Like,
I get it. You
we
know what
got
I'm
to the
saying?
point where, like how I was saying, I know how to read his body language. He knows how to read me. I
Yeah.
know how to read a lot of motherfuckers. You know, like
Right,
just
right,
by
right. Most
looking at
people for
them,
sure.
like I know something's wrong. You know, you don't even got to tell me. I know something's wrong. But I'll ask you, yo, something's wrong, and if it's something emotional or something like that, I just be like, all right, bro, like whenever you're ready. You
Yeah,
know, so be mindful of all that, like you know,
definitely be
and
mindful,
and
bro.
learn to adapt and look at it, like you know.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, um, did any other questions you think you might have about feelings or emotions, responding to those? Stuff like you even touched on because another category I was gonna say, but we touched on it though. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say, how do you respond to others people's emotions and feelings? But we touched on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we touched
Yeah,
on it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to think about, like I said, just the bigger picture. Is it worth responding to? It just comes down to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want loved ones, man. Don't make them feel like um what they do or say or how they feel. Really, how they feel don't matter because you wouldn't want that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it's not cool to think, not to act like that and be like that. So like try to be considerate, you know what I'm saying? and speak your truth, but just understand that people feel the way they feel, bro. You know what I'm saying? So don't my next advice or tip for life would just be don't let uh hold on, I'm sorry. I said yeah, so because you can't control other people, bro. Don't try to worry about shit you can't control, bro. Just don't. Just don't worry about what you can't control, bro. You can't control other people's feelings. Sometimes you can't control your own. So just
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Do what you can do about it. You make that mistake. Like I said, life's a learning process. You make that motherfucking mistake. Gee, learn from it. Learn from it. Boom. It's all good. You make mistakes, bro. I respond emotionally. I might have had a moment today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that response. You know what I'm saying? It just upset because, you know what I'm saying? I love music. I'm passionate about music. And then, boom, the music was turned down. And I responded. And I noticed right away, like, damn, why I responded? I didn't like how I responded like that. You know what I'm saying? But I did. But I forgive myself. And I'm like, and I was really on my ass in my head. I was like, you can't do that again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't do that again. Like, it's not that. It's just not that serious, nigga. I'm plugged up to an aux. Just gonna break it down to y'all. Plugged up to an aux. Nigga, I could pause the motherfucker and real shit after this person talks. I can restart the fucking song. If I really wanted to listen to that song.
Yeah.
You can restart the fucking song. Nigga, we had a day and age where technology where we can most shit we can replay it, we can redo it, we can rewatch it. Nigga, y'all get mad over a fucking TV show, motherfucker flip the channel. Nigga, a lot of shit you can go rewatch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can redo. You know what I'm saying? Resee, especially if it's videos or music or man, a lot of things you can even material shit is replaceable.
Yeah.
People ain't always replaceable. You know, something happened to him right now, he gone. Ain't replaceable. So I gotta be very considerate of my feelings and how I respond to him, and his feelings and how I respond to his.
Yeah, the only thing I could probably add on to that is to touch a little bit on it is just if you're a person that is like how I said that, you know, the reason you are or the reason you act the way you act, there is some trauma to that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah, trauma's real. Trauma's real.
go back
Man,
and self reflect.
that's what self reflection I meant. Okay,
Yeah,
I like that a little bit deeper detail.
go back like you guys like go back because like I done did it for sure he didn't did it. Like, go back
Always.
and if you see people if you're in a relationship and your partner's always saying like, yo, when you react this way, certain shit gets you mad or this and this gets you mad,
Yeah.
you know, and you don't understand why,
Right.
go back and see what it was. It might have been something
That's
you've
real.
seen at home, might have been something you've seen outside, like I mean in your family, but outside of home or something. But
For
there's
sure, bro.
always trauma or there's always a reason why you react the way you react. And a lot of people don't want to agree or accept it, but in order for you to be self-aware, you had to accept the mistakes or the trauma that once was. So all I could say is just know, like if you're going through it, seek help. Like I'm not saying like reach a therapist or something, but if you want a professional, seek help like professionally, or you have people like him and myself that we're close friends, where it's like we had deep ass talks like how we are now. Reach someone you might trust or just vent. And sometimes you could tell like me and him. Sometimes like he'd be like, "Yo, I need to talk," or I'd be like, "Yo, I need to talk," and I literally ask him like, "You just want to vent, or you want me to like, you want
you
my
do ask that.
perspective?" You know? Because I'm the type of person where like I know
You do
someone
ask
just
that.
needs to just blah 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 blah, blah and just say it. You know? And that's all they need. They need to
Yeah, just need to get that feeling
take that
off. They need
out,
to
you
get that
know,
shit out. Yeah,
without getting judged, without getting anything. So I'm the type
that's
of
true.
person where it's like I would be like, you just need a vent, or you need me like you need some advice or what. And if you need a vent, I'd be all ears and I won't say shit. I just be like, all right,
It really does
okay,
something for people.
okay,
It does.
and
It
that's
does
what I'm
something for you, bro.
saying.
When you really
Yeah,
get somebody off your chest, and you can talk to them, or you can just, like I said, like you said, vent without a motherfucker. You know when a motherfucker not about to judge you or respond to you. Like that shit's that's helpful. That's healing.
it's real helpful.
That's a healing.
So
That's a
that's what I'm
form
saying.
of healing. Coping.
Just if you guys need that, just seek that help because it's like it took me like years. Once I probably reached like my eighth grade summer, going into freshman year. So going to my freshman year, the summer before my freshman year, it took that. It took me to accept that I was depressed. I was homesick. Like
Mm.
that's why I was acting the way I was acting. I had to come to terms where like I could always go visit home. It's
Yeah.
only 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours because the time changed. 2.5 hours away driving. You know, so it's just like I could always go back home. Like yeah, there's certain shit I'm not gonna be able to do, but I could always go back home. Like my life is here now. Like I had to make with what I got. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna take that self-reflection to going back to accept that trauma, learn to live with it, and learn to grow from it.
Like it. I
You know
like
what I'm
that.
saying? So if you
Nah,
guys
for real.
ever need that help, reach out to your closest friends or this person you trust the most, and just communicate that. Because like how we've always said, mental health is always going to be there. You know, we all have mental problems. We all have
Yeah.
shit we go through and shit. And there's a lot of shit that we go through or we put ourselves through could be avoided by just talking and expressing yourself. And that's what this channel is. Like, express yourself, you know? Like, if you guys need to, just express yourself, you know? Be yourself and release that trauma and learn to accept who you are as a person because
Yeah.
it's going to make you a better person.
Yeah, because I believe it is gonna make you a better person. I think
Yeah,
most people, man, you gotta understand. Some people are more emotional than others.
exactly.
It is what it is, bro. I'm one of those. I'm not as emotional as other people are. I guess I ain't gonna say I'm not, cause I do. I'm more in tune. I let what I let come out usually is my happier emotions, my more positive and cheerful emotions. Because I love the way that they. I love to see people respond to them. You know what I mean? It usually puts smiles on their face, maybe even a laugh. That's all. That's even a plus. Or you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, man, you made my day just for me being happy. You know what I'm saying? So I try to express that emotion a lot. That, you know what I mean? And I try to do my best to not, you know what I'm saying, show any of those other darker emotions around people. I think I can, because I learned how to handle them and deal with them myself. You know what I'm saying? So if I get them, I'll talk to myself. And I ain't lie, I don't even let myself experience them too long, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, fuck this. I don't like the way it feels, bro. I don't like being dark, like in the dark ass mood or feeling. I hate that shit, nigga. I hate that shit. Like, it don't feel good. I don't like not being happy. I don't like not smiling. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't happen yet. But like, I ain't gonna lie, I would not let myself be in that state for a long time at all.
Because those thoughts ain't even good. The thoughts are negative.
Bro, they're negative, bro. And I literally hate those feelings, bro. I hate anything as those bad feelings, those negative feelings, bro. And I just don't like them at all. And I won't give them, I don't want to, I don't, for life being as short as it really is and everything not being promised, even today, even tonight, uh, I don't want to give too much of my time to that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That, yeah.
I don't want to let my energy and shit go to that. So, yeah, man. That's how I feel, bro. That's awesome. If you have any, you got a moment, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
You got a moment, comment. If you like it.
Like it.
If you care, share. You know what I'm saying? Share. If you know somebody else could benefit from this, or somebody need to hear, it's like, yeah, this motherfucker having problems with their emotions and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying? Looks like they're not. Let me not say problems, but just like they don't always know how to respond to stuff. This might be something that be insightful for them. You know what I'm saying? Share it for them because you care about them. You know what I'm saying? Share this shit to people that care. You might not need it. Well, you might not be the one that needs this. So, and what's the last thing I usually say? Oh, and subscribe if you're down for the ride. Come on, man. Always ways, man.
Yes, sir. Just express yourself.
Express yourself.
Yep.
Love you, boy.